the Game New Gear podcast. I'm joined today by Jake.
Hello.
Lachlan. And Seb.
Ni hao.
We'll never escape it. We'll never escape it.
The whitest dude at the table.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Pretty white.
How's every week in New
Fucking
Gear?
watches anime and does cosplay. He's white as fuck.
Seb.
Alright, I went 2-2 with Lunar Light, but it was like a budget list, so... Yeah.
You're just missing Appaloosa. That's the other reason why it was budget.
Well,
You
and,
tied
like,
with me last week for first with Sky Striker. Why did you switch?
I could have lent you it this week too.
it wasn't that just that, it's like Souls, Magician Souls, and like the good Dangers,
Souls is kind of an option in that deck, to be fair.
Yeah, a good option.
and like...
It just makes it better. You don't lose anything for playing Souls. You just get better.
Yeah.
I was playing...
No, you go.
I was playing that Draw 3...
The Performer Power Popper.
Yeah.
Budget
Isn't that
extravagance.
basically just pay 4K?
Yeah, but
Because you have to hit
send...
Performer Pals or some shit, right?
Yeah, I think it's if you don't summon one or if you don't draw one, you take the damage.
That's
But
kind of retarded.
But you can send up to an amount from your hand, so you can send just like the goods, like Lunar Light spell,
Like Lunar Light Perfume or whatever it's called, right?
if you want.
Or what's it called?
Yeah, Lunar Light Perfume. The space is very important.
So yeah, I just
We
wanted
went
to
for the
break
space
from
to cover
Sky
with
Strikers,
Boston.
basically.
Yeah. That's understandable. Now you might be taking more of a break, I guess.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that in a little bit. Lachlan, how was your week?
Well, I won last week.
How was this week?
I didn't play this week.
Yes, you fucking did.
For a second there, I forgot he was there on Sunday.
I had my first loss that was due to like the deck and not me. Like until now, until like today's locals, I have not lost with Mystic Mine due to anything but misplays. And today I lost to Duck because he opened Rage both games without searching it. Like, what can I do?
Makes you feel any better. He did exactly the same to me. But I beat him.
Rage needs to be banned. It enrages me. I'm enraged.
Do the
And then he
Salamander
rolls.
just play like 2 each of the traps?
Bro, it's like he's playing 4 of them.
I don't know if they have 2 of the counter traps still.
There's probably only one, right? What's
I
any?
think it's only 1 of the counter trap.
Have you ever had that pop up? Like, someone's opened so well against you at like a regional or something, you'd be like, bro, that list is insane. Can I see your deck?
Like
Right now.
Right now, while we're playing?
And they're like, oh, can I just... I'll side back out first. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'll just look now and you can tell me what you sided. I've done that at regionals because a person has opened so fucking well against me. I've been like, bro, I need to see this shit. This is good.
There's been several
And
times
it's always just been that I've been unlucky. Like, it's
I've seen a couple of lists of regionals and things, and I've like desperately wanted to know about them. But like some people are pretty chill about it, some people are not. Like the regionals last year, a dude was playing a smokescreen Orcus deck where he would basically his entire side deck was to fluctuate between going first and going second. So like heaps of going second cards in the main. So like Kaiju's, Rugeki and Kaiju Slumbers and all that kind of shit, and mind controls. No, I didn't go for Evenlys. I think the point was to OTK.
okay.
And then siding in, he'd go like anti-spell, all the like core buys and stuff like that to just continue playing. And like, I don't know how, I beat him. And I was like, I have to say, your deck this is fucking awesome and I want to see it. Never heard from him again.
And his name?
smoke screen,
Albert
dude.
Einstein. How was your week, Bragg? Oh, wait. We skipped you. How was your week, Jake? Did we skip him? Yeah. We'll just skip him.
You did something this week. Wait, did
Well,
you?
it goes
Yeah,
like
you,
that.
you played the normal thing, right?
Yeah.
You did well.
Sunday. No.
Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right.
I was 2-2, I think, in the end.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but losing the first 2 rounds.
Not great, fair. But in saying that, you're still playing a list that's not optimal. Wait,
Yeah.
you're playing the Shadol thing again, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was playing Doubles because. What was my tag? Dynamicus. Which was actually really good.
Do you reckon you could beat some of the people at our locals who aren't so good with just like a goat deck? Like, without the band cards. Like, do you...
Without the band cards, no.
We can still play Morphing Jar.
Need
And just up.
need Metamorphosis.
And Pot of Greed.
If Metamorphosis came back,
Metamorphosis is kind of the heart of Ghost
You just
Control.
retreat it. You just,
if Metamorphosis came back, I
you
would
just use Instant Fusion.
Yeah, but then you don't get to keep it on
You
field.
can still play the Scapegoat.
I reckon you'd be able to beat the Hero Kid. What?
Yeah, probably.
It's true. His
I think that's
entire
like-
thing is
yeah.
Dark War Pass.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah, and he almost beat me
I
because
did
I cannot play under Dark Law.
I did think around a relinquish build that uses we have to draw Instant Fusion, but then you also have to draw like World Legacy Succession or Monster Reborn.
No, he just keeps bringing back the same one.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you we Instant Fusion out the Thousand Eyes, link it away for Link Haribo, then Succession it.
Can't you search Succession? No, it
soon
was
you
Ib
can.
that could search Succession, and
Yes,
it is
but-
banned.
But
Ib is
soon,
banned.
soon you can. Well,
No.
at least Meknights can.
That card does not exist.
Oh yeah.
I'm so keen.
Yeah.
They're like,
Thursday.
you know what we need to give support to? The best deck.
Was it coming out in Dual Overload?
Yeah. The
What
what's
is
her
the
name?
link?
Like Lib, the World Legacy Keymaster or something like
Live
that.
my balls.
It's so good.
You'll also be able to bring out Instant Fusion as well.
I could do Instant Fusion or I could do Capture.
Yeah.
I'm
How'd
lucky.
you capture mission?
What?
The trap.
What? What are you talking about?
How'd
I
you
said-
capture mission? You said capture.
You say
I said
capture.
Cap Shell.
No, you didn't.
And how's your week, Jake?
My week was pretty good. So
That's all that needs to be said.
You shut your goddamn face. You had a fucking monologue when you won one locals with Dynamite, so you can shut your fucking
How many
face.
locals have you won this season?
17,000. Anyway,
This season.
We
Since
done
the
this
start
season.
of the championship.
What happens to the championship?
That's right. 0.
5.
Well, I'm only 2 behind you.
Good. Keep it up.
What if I can get enough points going 2-2?
Yeah, it's been super easy.
There's 3 tournaments a week. You probably can.
Like
Do you have to be in the
Okay.
top 10? To...
at the end of January, I was already over 100.
There's your can of drink.
No, they don't do that anymore.
Oh.
Wait.
See, everyone bitching at the can of drink so much.
That's
Then they
bullshit.
took it away.
Are they taking away the whole thing?
No. So there's still a price structure, but they're just
okay.
not doing the little crappy things in between anymore.
Okay,
So like you
'cause-
don't get a free crappy deck box or a free drink.
So there's
It's-
like
I got
More
the crappy
major
deck,
support.
deck box last year. Well, I had the points.
Ending claim it.
Didn't claim it.
yeah, I didn't know that was a thing.
No one ever told me.
There's a poster.
Yeah,
And we
it's like a
talked
tiny
about it.
poster.
We probably talked about it on the pod.
I
being
blame
like,
Jay.
These prizes are shit.
Yeah, I saw there was prize like
I don't actually blame you.
2 tickets
not
to
listening.
Supernova or some shit.
But yeah, anyway, back to my week in Yu-Gi-Oh. So tonight I won. So my first one was against like it was almost an OG build of Shadol, so it wasn't that good, and he missed a lot of effects as well. Like I had to tell him
Tell
afterwards.
us your life story. I'm sorry.
Like he'd activate Shadol Fusion and summon Construct, but then he'd only activate one of the monster effects of the 3 that he sent.
Yeah.
And like to be fair, like I had a not great start in game 2, so I had to like use a few of my good monsters at the very start, which he then destroyed, and then I couldn't out his construct, so I had to summon Raijin, banishing his rare Shadol, and just keep flipping the construct face down so he couldn't get at me. And I think I won that one from time because I'd done enough damage before the construct loop happened that I just sort of kept flipping the construct down, and then like that was a good 15
Can't
minutes
flip
spent.
the construct back up.
He could. So he'd go to attack, Raijin would flip it down
When does construct activate?
before damage step.
I thought it was a total attack declaration.
I thought
No.
it was an attack declaration too.
No.
Yeah, it's
Started
the
damage
start
step.
of damage step.
Nah, it's fine.
Because if it happened on declaration, you'd be able to redeclare.
Yeah.
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 Oh, so just destroy. Okay, I get another attack.
Yeah, it'd be like.
Destroy, get another.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because
That's
it's not
the
once per
thing.
turn, is it? Because it doesn't have to be. Because
no,
you can
it's
only...
every time of battle. So like,
Okay, so it could just be destroy, destroy, destroy.
yeah, like that card was broken enough in its own time without having like multiple monster removal. Game 2. What was game 2?
I know what game 3 was.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to game 3 because I honestly can't remember who I versed in game 2.
I got bodied.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty. Like a well-placed Ash Blossom and stuff sort of hurt you.
I made what's it called? A Lambda redo a part and
Lambda, redo a
pass with getting the gamma.
Yeah, with the gamma in hand.
Wait, so you got bodied by Ash Blossom?
Well, the Ash...
Well, so you get
no, it was
covering it
impermanence.
up.
Sorry, the first one with that board, it was impermanence on your Raid Raptor XZ,
Oh yeah.
which made it like heaps awkward to then get into the rest of it. And then because I opened the instant fusion, it was easy to bait out the gamma. And then he summoned him in defense mode, so I summoned Purgatorio.
Yeah, and it's just zero defense
Zero
for the gamma
defenses.
and the driver.
So it's like a solid 6k damage just on those.
And then game 2, I just got Ash Blossomed, I think.
Yeah, on the second Ludolite Perfume, we got Ash Blossom. Sorry, Mystic Mine. You got nothing on that.
I accept the apology.
And also, I like after round 1 where I beat the Shadol dude, I think I bought some random packs so I could get a drink, and I pulled Lightning Storm.
Nice.
So yeah,
Was it first
tonight was
ed?
good. Yeah. Since we actually have first ed packs to go for, that's what I went for.
So, moving into the news. I touched on it last week in an edit to the podcast that YCS Rio de Janeiro was cancelled, like, at last minute. And then
Pretty
now...
much after we finished recording the podcast.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
cancelled.
They've now extended the ban on
Everything.
organised play and promotional events for the next 8 weeks. So Sunday, May 10 is when we'll reconvene. So our regionals,
So there's like a solid month and a half that this ban, well, actually, yeah, about a month and a half that this new format and potentially new ban list is completely redundant.
yeah, and there won't be any organised play under the in between. Like the links will never get their final 2 weeks of we get every single link.
No,
monster.
we don't get to this.
I-
Yeah,
in-
we don't get to see like what would be the best deck at full power.
They should just push Master Rule 4 back for 2020 revision back to, like until it's 2 weeks past.
It's hard to do because a lot of their product is being released to justify it.
Yeah.
Like that's why they're releasing dual overload with every single link bar, like maybe 5 that we've been missing
Just push
because
that back.
no.
it
It's-
should have been pulled for like,
And then pull forward the
should've
one
got
with
it-
extravagance.
We should have got it at the start of the month. We've known about these cards like we've known about a few of the key cards, and just as soon as they had it ready to go, we should have. Yeah, what do you do?
Well, that's the thing. You can't plan ahead for a global pandemic. Like,
Oh, I just even in general, like having 2 weeks with just the new link monsters in a link.
it's the same thing
format.
they did with the pendulum.
Yeah.
Like we got the
And I hated that
pendulum-
too.
Yeah. Well, we got the pendulum support in exactly the same time frame. It's just that time the globe wasn't in like a massive crisis. So
Yeah. So I mean that makes sense. So we only ever had a local legends at Wollongong, right?
We
no,
had
we had
regionals.
both. We had a regionals and a LLDS.
Harley
Did I say
came
locals or
second.
regionals?
Yeah, we won.
I thought it was local legends.
No, that was.
We
that
had
was
both.
originals.
Who won the? Oh, right. Chad won the local legends, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or did Chad win Player of the Year?
he won
Won
both.
both.
Won both.
What a chat.
Ah, well, I mean, regionals, huh? So yeah,
It's
I mean,
just
I guess we
fucking typical as well. Like
As soon as we get it, we get
Yeah,
cancelled.
I was about to say wait, and then I changed my mind because I've fought so hard to get the regionals to the store, and then some fuckhead decides to eat a bat.
Someone eating a bat, domino effect. Wollongong Regionals getting cancelled.
Like, I remember talking to I can't remember the
laughing, but
bloke's
it ain't
name, some bloke at Oceanics, and I can't remember even why I talked to him because I generally avoid that. But we were
Especially
talking about it,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
and we're
Wow.
talking. No, like it's probably my least favorite group of people. No, I'm
Except
just-
if you're a fan. Then we're very happy to see you.
yeah, but generally you want to talk to Lachlan, not me, which is fair.
I'm actually pretty good with fan meetups.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was talking to one of the main dudes for Konami Australia at that event, at the Oceanics.
I got a brother
And,
who works at
like,
Nintendo.
he was mainly saying that shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Paul.
That our main problem at Wollongong is that we weren't getting enough attendance at the actual like store level. Like we weren't getting enough people at locals.
It's a two-sided coin.
Yeah, keep going.
As opposed to one-sided coins.
This coin is two-dimensional.
Fucking dumb.
But
Points at
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you're saying that like because our locals was so like we didn't have enough people there that we weren't like justifying it. But I think a part of it as well was that when we did have events back then, they were run so fucking poorly that we just got a bad rep.
Oh, and I always do like look like I was very familiar with the old management. Let's go with that. And I don't even want to excuse them, but from what I've definitely said this on the podcast before, the tournament, like the support that we got at that local Legends, at that regionals, I think was up to par with some of the other crappy stores that kept getting regionals after us.
I think the actual location of the store probably has a thing to play because like the stores that you would be referring to, I won't mention them by name, are closer to Sydney. So their attendance is always going to be good. Whereas historically, for the most part, it's much harder to get the Sydney players to come down to other stores.
I think every region should have a regionals. Like every store should have a
Makes sense
local
on paper.
Legends. Every region should have a regionals where it's just like I mean, so like I mean, it would be like between Good Games Wollongong and Good Games Nowra, and whoever's getting the better locals attenders, you go right. You host the regions for the Illawarra.
It'll be a dark day in hell before I go to Nowra.
Oh, the dude that scorned you so badly when you called him out for a wrong play hasn't owned the store for a year and a half. Get the fuck over it.
I just don't want to go to Nowra in general. That is not a good place.
As long as you're there when the sun's up, it's
I would
fine.
say I'm sorry to all our Nowra listeners, but I'm not. I'm right.
We love you now, listeners.
Typical Lachlan conversation.
Or as some would refer to you as Nora.
Subhuman
No
scum.
raw.
Nora. Anyway, so
about an hour away.
we'll even see if the May 10 is. I mean, there's always a chance that it gets pushed back if things get worse. So we'll see how we go. This also stuffs up preparations for WCQs and stuff. Like we'll talk about regionals, but I was joking when I said to a different group chat of that they've gone, oh, maybe Oceanics will be open, but it's like, so instead of having to qualify for Oceanics, but if this band is continuing on through there, Open Worlds.
Open world, my god.
I can't see what you pulled. Is that the Toxicity? No, the Zamazenta again. You and that's.
Ha. But
Open
yeah,
world!
but
They should just be like, we'll just put the best Dynamis players from every country onto an island and just blow us up,
And
please.
yeah,
just fucking
onto
kill
bikini
us
adults
all.
and just milk the shit out
It's
of
just him and the Italians that net deck him.
1v1. Winner takes worlds.
1v1 coronavirus battle.
Hazmat suits only.
But
Dynamis
it does
popping.
pose an interesting question, like how if these sort of imposed bans on public events and stuff do continue, what you actually do. Like it's obviously a problem beyond this community. Like F1's having the same problem.
Yeah.
But at the same time, F1 has planned breaks throughout the year, so they can sort of just slot races in theoretically where those breaks were originally scheduled.
Yeah.
The problem with this is that obviously, like, it is seasonal and it depends on product release and all that kind of stuff. So whether they start planning ahead now and the product that they've announced, like the Chaos Tune stuff, whether they push that further back to then keep things going.
I wonder.
But at the same time, they need to drive business in the same time, so they can't just
Yeah.
not release new product for people to not buy
They.
How do they buy it now?
online.
Yeah.
I guess it's meant to be for. I mean, the big thing is trying to hit the summer break, spring break as well for America. So they can't even really push back walls any later, or else it gets into fall, and then they won't be able to.
This, like, I'm like, this is just theory on what Pokemon would do, but I'm pretty sure that if it continues, Pokemon will probably move to an online format for their
I don't
stuff.
think so.
But even if Konami wanted to do that, they have zero
Infrastructure.
to do that.
Yeah.
Dueling Book. 20.
Well, I mean, we're laughing, but they could just literally be like, I'm pretty sure Dueling Book has to be open source. So they could just copy all the fucking code, take it, put it onto
That's the
their
thing,
own
they
website,
have-
and be like, "This is ours now."
They have their game. Like, they've released the game and it has all the stuff
On the
in
Switch. Oh my god. Well done, Switch.
Well done, Switch. Well done, Switch. Well
But
done,
then-
Switch.
But then the problem with that becomes, like, do you
Coaching.
then have to give... coaching, there's potential tampering.
Yeah.
Like, what do you do?
Pokemon play with Switches.
Yeah, but they're all cheating fuckers anyway.
Hey.
You're going to tell me that most of those haven't cheated to get the Pokemon they have?
No, I bred with my legitimate 6 IV Ditto. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know where that came from. It just turned up. Yeah, so maybe they could move back worlds. Maybe they'll just cancel worlds. I'm not sure.
Cancel the
they'll do.
entire world.
That's what it's,
I'm so
that's what it's
close.
moving towards.
I'm just.
Ban Arcana the world.
Yeah. Tribute
Well-
to.
Burn all world legacy. Because the legacy of the world is doomed.
Speaking of banning, OCG Banlist is out. So yeah, as you said, right in the middle of all of this craziness, they just like on schedule. Middle of the month, they release their ban list. I love them so much.
Do they have dates when they're gonna release?
Oh,
it, or
we
is it
didn't do the
random?
I'm pretty
comments.
sure they've moved to no sooner than
Okay.
as well.
I know it's always in their It's always in a magazine. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
I mean, well,
Beckett.
they've moved to no sooner. Like they've moved to different dates for when they come into effect. But usually, like a manga magazine will have it
Yeah.
also
Okay.
in there, so
Well-
you'll know by that date.
Yeah.
They might announce it before that, but 100% you'll usually know by the printing of that.
Shonen Jump.
What is going on here? Beckett.
That's how I used to find out about ban
Come
lists.
on, that keeps funny.
Even though I had the internet, I just didn't know about ban lists until Beckett printed it. I don't know why I didn't think to go online. But anyway, Forbidden Jin release of Rituals, Guard
That
Dragon
time.
LP, and Ib World Justice.
Good.
Just a car.
Was
Now ban LP
Just a key.
IRL.
yeah. Was
What
Dragon Link
IRL as if Japan isn't in real life? No, well, Japan and Korea.
is Dragon Link just not a thing anymore because of that LP?
Makes it difficult, but what's their...
They still have Misty. Pisty.
I was going to say Misty.
Misty.
What?
Misty,
They
but
haven't got
Arcade
Agapane. Still have they? I think they banned that in the last one.
So they just,
So it's literally just
Pissed
bringing
you.
a dragon back for reasons.
and then there's another effect to dragons as well. We'll get to. Jin was a long time coming. I don't know
I don't know how
I
they sustained it for that long.
It's absolute madness. And limited. So here come all the preemptive hits because they apparently maybe prefer a balanced game of ABC Dragon Buster, Galatea, Orcus, Harp Horror, Junk Speeder, Mikura. We'll get to that in a second. Spiral Quick Fix, Wind Up Zen Mighty, Wind Up Magician, Dragon of Red Eyes. Oh, okay. TG Hyper Librarian, Cyberstein, Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, the Anaconda. Predator Plant.
Anaconda.
Then
Predator
Predator.
Plant, Vert,
Yeah,
Anaconda.
yeah. Then Predator Planet, Scorpio, Totally Awesome, what?
They've
Treat-
limited Toad.
Tree Toad over there. Link Cross,
Oh.
Red MD, which we'll get to that in a second too. Oh, wait, wasn't that a 3?
What?
Was
Red MD got
Yeah.
limited. Oh, it's got an errata. as
yeah
well,
at the same time as an errata. I'll finish the list, but if that was all limited and
It
errata at
might-
the same
it might
time,
have
that
been-
has to be a first.
Might have been
Oh,
banned.
yeah. Good. This is how it should be IRL too.
Probably was banned and got limited with the errata.
They've been like, dragons are cool, but they're not this cool.
Instant Fusion, Trickstar, Last Stage, Brilliant Fusion, Union Hanger, Red Eyes Fusion, and Gateway of the 6.
They do not like ABCs.
Gateway of the 6.
No, ABC's got fucking dicked on.
Gateway of the 6. Actually, no, it was a 3.
How good would it be if ABC's got dicked on in the TCG right now, just for that one person at our locals?
No.
And then he'd come in, play his shitty ABCs, and be like, activate Mystic Boy.
That's so rough on ABCs as well. Like,
No,
why-
they deserve it. They've been around for fucking years.
But that doesn't mean that, that they should be banned. Just being around.
Like,
around
It does.
No.
Ban every deck that's been. It's basically Pokemon.
Don't
Just ban every deck.
Bro,
This
if
has been
I get a Dynamist card on the
ages,
ban
bro.
list, that's a win for me. Like,
How?
Because he.
How's
How's that
means
possibly
he's
a win
good.
for you?
huh?
Oh, it's forbidden in the OCG.
It's the only way I'll
Yeah.
stop.
So it's brought back to 1 with the
With the errata.
errata.
Cool, yeah. I thought, like, I mean,
That makes more sense than going.
It's a 3. Back to 1. And
then semi-limited is Malicious, Draconet, Jackalope, Nessie, and Similar Heritage. Similar Heritage I just don't trust. Then Unlimited is Candina, Ash Blossom, Babyosaurus, Unicorn, and Lady.
it's so difficult to get Symbol of Heritage off. You have to have 3 cards with this, 3 monsters with the same name in the graveyard.
Is that how Symbol of Heritage works?
Yeah, and then it's just a monster reborn.
That seems dumb.
They'd figured out a way to make it work, I guess. I think we should probably buy them.
Wait, do they have it from 3 to 2 or 1 to 2?
From 3 to 2.
What? I thought symbol for them is going from one,
Yeah, it'd
one
probably
to
be
two.
1 to 2 if it's.
Ours is a
unlimited.
3.
Well, yeah, ours only just went to 3, and I said the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've not been listening.
Well, it would have been for like the last. It would have been in the last 2 lists.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, neither.
Yeah, still limited. Oh no, Symbol Heritage is still limited for us.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
It was one of my Banlist predictions that it'll come back to 3. 'cause,
Yeah, and
you
that's
know,
right. Yeah,
It's
I,
fucked.
yeah, because I definitely do remember saying the last month or two that I don't trust.
Symbol
Like I don't trust it.
Heritage.
It was what was it?
What did you think we were talking about?
Because it's an equip card, so people were bouncing it with Brian.
No, I'm joking.
Oh, fuck. I was about
It
to
used to be
fucking
looped with Brinac
destroy
for something weird.
Hey?
It used to be looped with Brinac for FTK. It was. It was just in 3
I was in
FTK
an
decks.
Ibigishki, something or other.
Yeah. Like it was definitely in just 3. Even before Gishki, it was a problem. But it's
Gishki.
definitely been in enough.
More like, get away from me.
It's definitely been in enough decks where it's like I don't trust it. And I said the unlimits. So yeah, that's the. Do you think we're going to get in the TCG?
Do you think we're going to get a ban list before we do our ban list predictions?
Do you think we'll get the same erratas?
we have?
Oh yes.
Maybe not to Makura yet, but like we will
Red
definitely
MD.
get it to
We'll probably get
Red
Mercure.
Eyes Metal Darkness Dragon.
We'll probably get Mercure and Chaos Tomb.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a good one.
Or does it come? Or do they wait for the Marek
Legacy-
one?
Legacy.
Because Odeon.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the whole God support's coming out later on.
I like how
that's
they
a-
made a card worse, and people are like buy.
Did the price go up?
Oh, yeah.
The only
Oh,
thing
what?
I've heard of so
Immediately.
far is I heard it off Bragg, and Bragg said, oh fuck.
We just.
Makura, Rhoda,
Yeah.
Makura, normal summon, Monster Gate, summon like Decatron, activate Void Feast.
Send a card with Void Fee, so
Yeah.
like
Bruh,
3
that's
card
nuts.
combo.
But there's a far better combo.
But like, is Void Feast during
I'm not gonna
your
talk
turn
about it.
for a 3 card combo even that much better than just doing it in standby?
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
I think the best thing you could do with Makura is
Activate Jar of Greed.
Put it back in deck and activate it again.
I was gonna say activate Howling, but
But yeah,
Oh,
I
stop.
don't know how Howling's going to work with it.
oh,
How's Howling? What?
you just get it to the graveyard and then
With. Oh, so you just
You
send it
just
to the
link it
graveyard,
off.
then activate Howling. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. You can just link with it
with the new Dynamist link.
with all the Dynamist extenders that you have. Mercurial, the Destructor is its errata is if this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, you can activate its effect once during this turn. You can activate a trap card from your hand. So obviously, it cares about where it's sent from now, and also you can only activate 1.
If it's sent during your opponent's turn, can you activate like Solemn Strike from your hand?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Tried in the beer.
Strike!
I found the out to the deck that is dead. I'll just strike the Nibiru turn 1 with my.
Imagine wanting an errata to a banned card just so you can play magical muskets.
Yeah.
Well, it's a warrior.
Okay.
So you can summon it off.
You don't know
Ties
what
of the
called,
Brethren?
dude.
Oh no, that's not warrior.
It's all day.
I was going to say the card you're looking for is
Isolde.
old.
Oh, okay.
You can summon it off that and link those two into
To
Needle
Lambda.
Fiber.
How? I like that you tried.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pray.
You gotta understand, I'm good at nothing.
Dynamist.
Red MD also gets an errata where it's pretty much its effect, special summon a dragon monster from hand or graveyard is hard once per turn.
So that just kills the card, pretty much.
It puts it back to what it was intended.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
As the Lord
Back
intended.
before you could bring back the same monster 17 times in a turn.
yeah.
You're just like.
Indeed.
You got wrecked.
Shut up! Wrecked. Okay.
Along with this, we also
How do
get,
you do, fellow kids?
the OCG have some rule revisions coming along with the master rules.
Yeah, these are crazy.
Yeah, I tried to make a video of this and I just couldn't read it out without fucking falling over my tongue.
You can barely read, hello and welcome to the C4G podcast. My name is Lachlan.
Thank you, Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization, for the translation, because the Google Translate on this article was
Is
horrible.
MST
That's what
Notes.
I kind of got it.
Guy.
Like, I got it enough to correct going, no, there's definitely, what this is saying is nothing to do with MST negating.
Yeah, so basically what they
Basically.
what they started off saying was
On the second point.
on the second point was that a card has to be where it was activated to resolve. What it means is a card has to be where it would activate to activate.
Yeah. Yeah. And I can swear at one point, so basically...
There was
I almost
definitely
threw up.
rulings
Jesus.
with that,
Yeah.
and like I remember being very pertinent in BA that like if you were to interrupt where certain pieces of BA were before they ended up resolving,
Yeah.
like if they Dante milled something important and you like DD Crow it or something,
Yeah.
that was really important.
But,
Yeah.
So you could chain DD Crow to their effects and they would
So
go off.
there, Dante effect mills as cost.
No,
And
oh,
now you
it's
see an
cost, okay.
important
Yeah.
BA engraved, like one that would trigger and do something good.
Like
so then
Farfa.
you chain DD Crow to banish that
Yeah.
on resolution
Yeah.
because Farfa's no longer in the grave where it would activate its effect. It doesn't resolve.
Is that still the ruling?
No.
Well, it hasn't been the ruling for some time, and I've never really understood
Well,
why.
They changed the ruling to make BA better.
No, okay, back then. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that would make sense why, but, well, I've heard that a lot of talk about America plays with that rule
They
already.
do.
Well,
That's it,
they
that's
also
why
play
I
with
knew
stuff
it,
like the
because I was
later.
Deneb Satellinite, like the Deneb Call of the Haunted rule,
Yeah.
which is wrong.
Yeah. Well, right now, maybe.
Yeah, so the US
I'll
and
listen to
EU ruling
Americans.
on that has been.
Well, they were
different
right,
for
the
a while.
OCG's changed
The
it
main
to-
example's been like I'm just playing this for both the listeners and for Seb's benefit.
Yeah.
So the main ruling for this was the Call the Haunting Deneb. So in our like the EU game, if someone were to go MST target a blind back row, you chain Call the Haunted targets the Tellarknight Deneb. It comes back to field. Call the Haunted gets destroyed. It goes to grave. Here, Deneb would resolve and would get the search or whatever Deneb does. I don't actually know what it does.
Yeah.
It's on someone, you get a search.
So Cosmos
Yeah.
got worse.
But in America, because it goes to grave before its effect activates and it's an on summon effect, it doesn't resolve because it's not in the place where it would activate.
See, the thing is,
Yeah, okay.
it was summoned at one point.
Yeah.
That's the argument.
Yeah.
Is
Are
that
they-
it was summoned.
Are they when effects
So,
or is it if,
it's-
like
They're if they're
Okay.
new enough to be if.
If it's summoned.
Yeah.
So it was summoned. So
It's-
probably should get
It's
its
technically
effects.
met its
yeah.
requirements, but American rulings and now OCG rulings is that because it's left the place where it's meant
Yeah,
to activate before the resolution, it doesn't resolve.
yeah.
Yeah.
Before it's activated.
And that includes,
Before
and this
it's
includes a
technically
mandatory as well, I believe, as well. I think what started the argument was mandatory has to activate. It's done its thing. It has to go off. It may be in a completely different spot, but it was at once on the field or it was at once in the grave. I mean, they just changed it to not be that, so not
Make
too
it
hard to get your head around, I
More
guess.
simple.
So MST does negate a whole summon of Dark Destroyer.
Well, Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Alright, we'll get into that. Alright, when we get an English version of it, I'll then make that comment.
Well, yeah, that's one thing to highlight as well, is that these changes are only in the OCG at this point.
Yeah,
They've
my
not
Japanese
said
is so bad.
anything about the CCG implementing these rules yet.
In the EU.
Going back to the extra deck, now
TCG.
no longer counts as
The
leaving
EU
the
and the
fields.
Sorry?
Because that particular
Yeah, this is
ruling's
just
already in America.
entirely correct. This is how it should have
Yeah.
been forever.
Yeah.
Why absolute zero
And this it's fun.
activated when it's face down outside of public knowledge is beyond me. Makes no sense.
This only occurred to me when I bounced. Somehow Kagari got bounced against Austin, and he brought back Ray.
Well, that's just Ray if it leaves the field.
That's Ray's effect rather than anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. But then I get it. So that was all cool. But I was like, wait, that's right. But going back to extra deck counts for itself, and then I was mulling over it, and then this came out. I'm like, oh, well, I couldn't stop.
I think
But
it's
Kagari
more
doesn't
for
have
cards
Yeah.
being like
Yeah, I mean-
on when they leave the field.
Yeah.
Effects.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just that card can't see itself doing it.
So refresh my memory because I missed it because I was talking to Seb.
Yep.
Have they ruled that they do recognise that they've gone back to the deck or to the extra deck and they activate their effects in response to that, or they don't?
They don't.
They don't.
They don't.
Yeah.
Okay. Because there was always weird exceptions.
Yeah.
Like
Whatever
I know-
deck they wanted to push at the time got to do it.
Yeah, pretty
essentially.
much. Like I know Curious got its effect, even if it will shuffle back to extra deck. And
It won't anymore.
Absolute Zero got
Oh,
its
yeah,
effects
Absolute
whenever
Zero.
back to extra deck.
Yeah.
Then there was other ones that didn't, and I was always super confused by that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, I want to point out, I see what you did. What's your organisation? I saw the web page, like the hypertext, like the
Are you okay?
website.
Yeah. What are you going on about?
It was like why'syourorganisation.com / why aren't you buying DD Crows right now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're actually very good with that. I've noticed that a lot with YGO organization.
They're like me.
Is it HTML? Is that what I'm thinking of?
In
Oh,
the
I said
URL.
about 8
The
different
URL.
words, and then
In
I
the
was like,
URL.
web.
URL.
Yeah.
What's HTML?
Ah,
HTML is what's
URL.
coded in.
Ah, okay.
I said hypertext, lol.
Yeah, they're always very clever
doesn't
with the way that
sound
they
good.
do their website URLs. In that, like whatever page it is like usually some sort of
Meme.
funny about whatever it is that they're posting.
Yeah.
So shout outs to you, YGO organization.
We know you're listening.
Sponsor us.
Please.
Regarding the normal summon or special summon of a monster in relation to card effects that are mentioned during the turn you activate this card effect. So let's say they use the example of Rage with the Blue Eyes and Maiden of the Blue Eyes being negated by a Solemn Judgment.
Yep.
Is there a better
So
example that
well,
you can use
yes.
in the current?
Potter Duality and
Yeah.
Pendulum Summon. If it gets striked, you can activate Potter Duality.
That's like only your deck.
Well, he picked something that he knows, but I think one of the more
My monkey brain only know Dynamis.
Oh,
one of the more recent ones was the Dingarizu
Yeah.
ruling. So, at least in America, it was ruled that if someone attempted to summon a ding, and that summon was negated or interrupted, that counted as having summoned him.
Yeah.
But with this new ruling, if I'm understanding it right, if the first one was interrupted at least, you can try to summon it again.
Or you could activate Potter
So like,
Duality.
so symbol skeleton target Dingarizu to summon, chain data credit banish Dingarizu. Then
Yeah.
you can do whirl wand to target banish Dingarizu to summon.
Yeah.
also with the Sky Strikers, like
And then you activate
Kagari,
Big Burn.
you can if the summon gets negated, you can summon another Kagari
Yes.
But right now you
if you
can't.
play that deck.
Yeah, who would do that?
On to the next ruling change. Monster dimensions can only be special summoned once per turn. So that's the.
That's what we were talking
That's the
about.
other thing as
Yeah.
well.
That's that.
So that
Okay.
yeah. So
what,
that fix that.
what did
up.
I say there?
That's
Is
what we
it
were talking.
is it the same ruling?
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, it rolls in the same ruling of this like.
If we're changing how this works, right, the monster wasn't summoned so the summon doesn't count, why don't we get normal summons until the normal summon goes through?
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
agree with that. If a normal summons
Is negated.
solemn
You can
judgment,
get another normal summon.
Why not? It's the same
That
shit.
would be cool because
Alistair.
it would mean that like,
Alistair.
well, like
Alistair 2 Electric Boogaloo.
yeah, pretty much. But like outside of my deck, even there's so many decks that are very reliant on their normal summon, and then you play all these fucking back row heavy decks, and it's just like,
Yeah,
no, you don't get to play. So it'd be
Ignistas.
nice if it counted for the normal summon as well, but I just don't think it will.
If Ignistas lose their first card, they've lost too much card advantage to
Yeah.
do anything. It doesn't
If they
matter.
lose their first summon, they're dead.
Yeah, but I'm saying even if they get the second summon, it doesn't matter, bro.
And continuous traps that count as monsters only go to the monster zones.
It's quality of life, isn't it?
And only no longer takes
So
up.
even if the card text says that this card's still treated as a trap card,
Yes. It'll stay up there,
so they all
and it's just a
become
spell and
monster.
trap in the monster zone.
Yeah.
It makes sense. It should always have been this
And
way.
you shouldn't have to say this card counts as a trap card. It's legitimately
That
says
is
trap card.
one that particular ruling is 100% just to justify the fucking
The
God
Uriah.
card twos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So everyone, I saw the worst take. It was some Uriah player being like, "This sucks." I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot." I was like, "What's wrong with you?" Like, this is the best thing to ever happen to
They
your
can
deck.
still tribute for Uriah, right?
Well, they were like, "It won't count as a trap card in the monster zone." I'm like, "You
says
fucking
it in the
idiot!
text.
You idiot!"
Surely Uriah's just going to say tribute 3 continuous traps, and then there's still going to be continuous trap.
I guess they think they're like Paleozoics, where they're not traps when they're on
Yeah.
the field now.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're not errataing every single trap monster ever.
Yeah, it's like
Some of those trap monsters are scary. There's one like 2700 defense, and it summons itself in defense, and you're
Yeah.
like, "What the fuck I do?"
There's like statues.
did we only talk about last week Metal Reflex line that has 3,000
Yeah, that one,
defense?
that one.
Metal reflex line 3k. There's 2 trap monsters. One of them that if another trap monster is summoned, you destroy a card on
The
field.
Tiki Soul and Tiki
Yeah.
Curse? Yeah.
Like, there you could legit build just a deck out of trap monsters.
So if
Have you heard of Paleozoics? And wetlands.
does this mean if you MST a face down trap monster and you chain it, does it still get popped because it's not in the spell and trap?
Ooh.
I would say yes, because it was the target.
Yeah, yeah.
Even if it
Because
changes.
Well, it
it's
doesn't
just,
matter. Even
'Cause
in the main
moving-
monster zone, you will still be able to MST it.
What?
Is
No,
it
but
still
I
a
mean,
trap
you're
card?
chaining it.
Still?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's still a trap
Yeah,
card.
it's still a trap card.
Just in the main monster zone.
Oh, that's broken.
Yeah.
Is it? We're talking about trap
No,
monsters
because-
and MST.
No, because
Is any of these
if
things
for,
broken?
for whatever reason, if they become relevant, then Lightning Storm becomes amazing
Oh,
because it's basically just blow up the board.
yeah. Because you'd say back row and then they'd chain it, but it just gets die anyway.
If they have a bunch of trap monsters,
Yeah.
you activate
It
Lightning
just
Storm,
gets
destroy all the
die
spell and
anyway.
trap, destroys all their trap monsters and the spell and trap.
Yeah.
true.
As you missed Seb just saying something really funny. You just
It
chain
means
it, and then
they
it would
die.
just get die anyway.
It'll just get
Am I
done.
wrong?
Well, no,
In some
but
way.
actually, yes. That's incredible.
It'll get die. I know what I'm writing in the t-shirt game.
I wasn't sure if I was going to say. I wasn't sure if there was other cards. I looked at Harm's Feather Dust to see if it says destroy all cards in spell and trap zone, or if it says destroy all spell
Destroy
and
a
traps.
spell and trap.
That's what it does.
But obviously, it says all spell and traps because it has to destroy the field spell as well.
Yes. I don't know if are we moving on to the last one?
That was the last
That
one.
was the last.
Okay, because I don't know whether we covered it properly, but card effects that lock you into specific conditions for the rest of the
Yeah.
turn.
Yeah. That was like
When
rolled
you're
into the
talking about
summon. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I meant to talk about when we were talking the summon.
Yeah, but, when we talked about the summon one, we talked about the wrong thing.
Yeah.
So the example that applies to me for this one is the Mech Knight quick play spell.
Yeah.
So once you activate and it resolves, you can only special summon Mech Knights for the rest of the turn.
okay.
So if that gets negated,
You can.
I can
do
summon
us
something other than Mech
Yeah.
Knights. But in my Mech Knight deck, that is very unlikely.
Can't summon invoked.
You're like, just smokes.
No, just in Mech Knight.
Pure Magmas.
Yes.
You madman.
They become so good when this link comes out.
I'll take your word for it.
Does it have to negate the activation or just effect?
Ooh.
Oh, I closed it too.
I don't know. We'll find out next
Okay.
time.
Yeah, well,
On Dragon Ball Z.
actually, obviously,
It's whatever the effect is.
I do think we'll get this eventually, but considering we're getting the new rules at the same time as them,
They might release it soon, just
Yeah,
saying
they might have
this
to-
is it.
so there we go. Yeah. It just tightens up the game. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice if we had consistent rules between the whole of the TCG and just America.
And OCG. That'd be very, yeah.
Same game.
Well, they have 3 maxi, so until
Same
we get
game.
that,
Ulti-Maxi.
Please give me 3.
Oh yeah, they didn't touch Max E over there either. I mean, well, they're going to need it considering what they're about to enter. What
Yeah.
we're about to enter. Oy. We'll talk about a couple cards and look forward. Fossil, we're getting the. We know the 2 cards that are in the. I don't actually even know what pack we're getting.
they didn't actually announce what pack they were in, as far as I could tell.
Well,
Is it the
Weren't they making a
retrainable?
structure deck out of these stupid things? Or are they just making support for it?
Oh no, was this one of the ones that they put like they also put on the?
I think so.
Yeah. Anyway,
is
it's
Dom.
what's his name? The stupid Australian.
Gator.
Yeah.
I think that's his name. I'm actually just talking shit.
What's his name? Otherwise, yeah, the Australian guy from GX. His cards. Fossil Fusion. You can use this second effect once per turn. Fusion on 1 fossil fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing cards from either graveyard as material, and by cards being monsters. If you banish monsters from both graveyards with this effect, the special summon monster cannot be targeted by monster effects.
Nice.
Yeah, that's okay. If a face-up fossil monster you control is destroyed by the all card effect, and this card is in the graveyard, you can add this card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, look.
It's a decent card.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got nothing on fucking invocation.
Yes, there's no indication, but it's trying its darn best. Once the battle phase is relevant again, maybe it'll be good.
No.
It's coming. It has to.
It's just not.
I mean,
Fossil Knight Skull King. That wasn't his dub name. Fossil Warrior Skull King. Yeah, well.
It
Attack
also
28.
had the word Paleozoic in front of it.
Oh yeah, shit. Those two. Yeah. There's no. That's not how Paleozoic spelled on our trap cards, is it?
I don't know.
We'll find out.
You're the expert.
It's Paleo and then Zoik.
It's weak.
Level 8 Earth.
Paleozoic.
Rock Fusion effect monster, 2800 attack, 1300 defense. Materials is 1 rock monster plus 1 level 7 or higher monster.
Rock monster.
I better hope your opponent's running rock monsters. I mean, who?
Nibiru.
Ooh.
Well, it has to go to the graveyard.
Oh yay! I so much
Oh,
want
you
for
can,
my.
you can super poly it, I guess.
No, you heralded the abyss it. You wait for game 2 because that's when your opponent's going to side it in, hoping that you summon more than 5 monsters to give him any indication that you'll do it. Herald of the Abyss, call light rock monster, have him send it from deck to grave, and then you've got either your level 7 or higher monster or your rock monster, depending on what you need. Simple.
I was going to say you can super poly this with just the Nibiru material, but
Can.
must first be special summon with Fossil Fusion.
Damn it! You can't.
You can use only the third effect once per turn. This card can make a second attack during the battle phase. Alright. Yeah, if this card attacks
battle
defense
phase irrelevancy.
If this card attacks defense position monster, inflict piercing damage. Okay. During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target.
fucking face!
During your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target 1 monster in your opponent's graveyard, discard 1 card, and if you do a special summon that target your field.
Is that any monster?
Yeah. Your opponent's graveyard. If they said both graveyards,
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. But
I kind of like the idea of it pinching shit from your opponent's graveyard.
You do it anyway, so.
Yeah, pretty much.
just give rock monsters more stuff. Them and reptiles.
And help Trimid. Stop giving him field spell.
Otherwise, do you have any comments for the week?
Yeah, we did get some comments.
And by week, I mean a few days. Because this is a tight turnaround as well. Because we're trying to meet back up with our old schedule of having this
on a Tuesday.
Banlist prediction. I don't care what day these go out.
That
Much must be.
That's
that much.
Okay, so our last podcast, you go cancels the Why am I the one who reads out the fucking comments? I can't speak.
Would you rather read out the rulings?
I tried.
He's like, how can I relate this to Dynamist?
What deck do you think Scott Morrison plays? Says Ghost.
Oh, that's an awesome question.
My answer's in the
We both answered already. Me and Seb have answered
So
this
you do
question.
answer it first.
No, Yeah. You guys answer first.
I need a minute.
How do you, if you instant fusion deep sea shark?
What?
Is deep sea shark? It might even be fucking a level 6. Deep sea shark. Here we go. It's level 5. There we go.
Can it be
Deep sea
solid?
shark turbo. Done.
And you say
I'm so confused. What's the joke there?
he likes the shark.
Because he's a shark.
Oh.
Oh, he
I had that card growing up. That artwork is sick. It looks like a turd, like a massive turd on
Real
ratemypoo.com.
If your shits look like that, man.
Not mine, but
You look it up.
I saw this one
Tables.
that was it was on Bloke's Advice, and it was yeah, my work asked me for a stool sample and they weren't happy when I handed them back this. It was the size of my fucking arm. It looks like a fucking a schlong,
damn it.
but
It went away.
from the movies.
I'm gonna say that he plays Banisher of the Light Turbo.
Any reason why?
Because the artwork on the card looks very holy, and I know he's into that.
The Pentecostal church.
And what do you say?
Draco, because he's brainlet.
That's exactly what he said. Down to the fucking.
Up to the stroke that he had on the last word.
And I said goat with Ixarion because he's old and stupid. And then Ghost responded to the comment I wrote and said, "I can tell Bragg wrote this comment."
Well done, guys. Well picked.
And Blue Eyes White Boy said yes.
Thanks as always.
Yes.
Like the Rick and Morty. Yes.
That's probably what he's going for. It's probably some reference of some kind, but I don't get it. 'Cause I
Morty,
am-
yes.
You know, the guy keeps walking into the wall.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Meekseeks, kill me.
I shit you not. It was the
Bro,
fuck.
I shit you not. He turns himself into a pickle.
It's the funniest shit.
He's called Pickle Rick. It's the funniest shit I've ever seen.
On to Yahoo Geo, which is not on Yahoo Answers at the moment.
Yeah, because you're letting us down, Yahoo. Be more dumb.
Oh no, I could find it. I just don't want to go past page 20.
Oh, God.
We've used every usable question before page 20.
There's more. There's hundreds.
Probably thousands.
I thought this got treated like Google. You don't go past page 1.
Have you ever been to page 2 of Google Take?
I think I was very desperate when I was doing an assignment on chocolate.
I used to click on page 10 because I thought there'd be shit hidden there, but it was just bad. It was just websites that weren't very good.
You click on page 10 and it's like, you can't click this page because of Digital Millennium Copyright Act. It's I guess.
Yeah, they're 5 results have been admitted from this page, and
Yeah.
But the whole,
Okay,
the whole
bro.
page isn't there. It's like, well, why'd you say there was a page 10 then? Stupid Google. Anyway,
Google,
Dabby
that's not as smart as
571
me.
asks, cheating. What's the funniest or weirdest, most interesting cheater story you have in Yu-Gi-Oh? If you couldn't tell.
I think he means if you can tell it. So basically,
If like
if
if
it
Yeah.
you
wasn't,
don't want to be, yeah.
Anyone's come to mind.
Logan cheated on
I
his
heard
girlfriend.
of one.
No, I'm joking. He didn't. He didn't.
I mean, she's not going to listen to this, but fuck, that's funny.
He didn't, and I think he's single at the moment anyway.
Cheated on her.
Probably because of all the cheating. With the Virgin Mary. Joseph is the biggest sucker of all time. Simp! Joseph is a simp.
God.
And Mary comes back, she's like, I'm pregnant. He's like, bitch, what the fuck? And she's like, it was God. Okay. Okay. You got an OnlyFans? I can see your feet or some shit? Simp! Simp, simp, simp.
Okay, let's go to Bethlehem.
Time to go to a manger. And then 3 men show up and they're like, yes,
3 men in a donkey.
and they leave and they're like, simp, 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 simp.
Straight up.
Joseph is the original simp. Joe Simp.
Yeah, 3 random dudes rock up when your baby's born and you'd have no questions when your wife
they're
has
leaving, like,
immaculate conception.
They're leaving child support.
Bro, they just had like
That's what it is. It's
they
just
just
like,
had
take
like,
this, never call me.
they had a mad like fucking go at it, all 3 of them. And then they showed
They
up and
have
they're like,
no
well,
idea
one
who
of
the
us is the
father
father.
was. Yeah.
4's up.
We know it's one of us, but we know it's not you, you fucking simp.
And he accepts those gifts. He loves them.
Anyway,
cheating story in
cheating.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I heard
A dude was running 4 trade-in and only realised by the time he lost.
And it was on camera.
Yeah, that wasn't. And that he had bricked on it too. Like,
Oh yeah, opened 3 trade-in and then just like checked the top card of his deck for lols at the end of the duel and found the 4th one.
what was.
What the Shrek?
It's more consistent, alright?
Apparently not.
I've definitely. We've had some real good. Some real good
Oh,
shit.
at YCS someone cheated against me. Like the very first YCS I went to. And yeah, he lost because of it. So he activates terraforming and adds Union Hanger, but as he's put down the Union Hanger and like had the terraforming engraved, I noticed there's still 5 cards in his hand when he started. I'm like, problem.
Jesus.
I remember a judge talking about one, I overheard it. It was a time ruling where a guy was up on life, he only had 1 set card, it was Cosmic Cyclone, and it would put him under life for time, and then he was stopping the person from going into battle phase, like looking at the Cosmic Cyclone. And then afterwards...
That's...
Yeah.
And
I did that once as a joke, and then I just skipped.
But apparently, I don't know how, but the judge saw it and he called him up for it. But like, could he not do that because it's face down?
like that's interesting. Like, in the great, like, and that's what the stupid thing with these time rules
Yeah.
are. Is that because you can do that in the games.
Yeah.
If you have something you can chain, you have a right to.
To chain it, and you're still in main phase 1.
Like they need to have maybe a rough time on per decision.
Yeah, like is
It's
it?
so hard to monitor.
It should be
though.
like, when time goes, you've got like 5 seconds to enter the battle phase.
Yeah, because I tried doing battle phase at YCS. When time went, he's like, "No, we're still in main phase. I could do stuff." He's like, "I want to stay in main phase." I was like, "Sick," because you have to agree to go to battle phase, so they can just say, "No, I'm still in main phase."
I don't consent to the battle phase.
That's literally what you can do. 'Cause you have to agree to go.
Kind
to
of wants to
battle phase.
OTK you. Just so
You can go to end phase if you
They
want.
legally-
No battle phase.
Oh, they legally they cannot
You
OTK
legally
you
cannot go to battle
without
phase.
your consent. If someone goes to OTK you, just say, "I do not consent to
To
this."
battle phase.
And then the judge comes over and says your story.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just so.
I cheated against
Oh god.
Andrew last week to win.
Oh,
And no. I realized this today, and I spoke to Andrew, and he said, "Well, it was accepted game state anyway because we both didn't see it." There was a he had my like dynamic power load set in his zone offset rotation, and I activated
Oh,
Mystic
you
Mine.
played a new field spell.
Yeah,
You, that's a no-go.
it's just like like usually I bounce back the field spell to my hand, so I just completely fucking forgotten about it. We both had.
yeah. Eve done. I want to speak now.
We're talking about you like
My
you winning
turn.
again.
Yeah.
I assume it's gonna go for a while.
It was
But that was a really good game, and I won. Due to skill.
me. I cheated against Tom, but we both didn't see it. And then like after we finished, I think Lewis told us, and we're like, "Oh, I twin twisted his resort when he was going to search for sleeper while he had blocker face up."
And
we
he
both
let it go
forgot-
through?
Yeah, we both forgot the blocker
Fucking-
had the second effect to protect. I'm like, all right. And he definitely would have won because I had like shitty Sky Striker shit.
Like, the last cheating thing I can remember was me against Ben Nolan, TCG. He
That's his last name.
Yeah.
Ben Nolan TCG.
Nolan's
We
middle
say
name.
TCG to make it like friendly for the channel.
No, it's actually hyphenated. Nolan too good.
That sounds so much like something else.
Oh,
He's a Winnie the Pooh fan.
Tigger. I'm 100% Tigger.
He's a Winnie the Pooh fan, I'm telling you.
Any hope we had of masking that is now gone.
I didn't know what I was saying. Something came
That's
over me.
pretty much every podcast.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned on the podcast like that day because like it was like I was so stoked. Like it was a reasonable like
Stone, bro. What the fuck?
Stoked.
Oh, I was like, bro, I was baked.
I was so high, I didn't know I was cheating. Josh.
I went to go grab my drink today and I was like,
I'm
oh,
alright.
where did I put my Coke? And Seb's like, Coke!
Can you get me a pizza roll? Where's the doobie
like,
at?
there was actually a normal play with like I had a scrap recycler up and like I could have done a scrap recycle and done some like just a normal Orcus play, but I just had another way to get an Orcus card off, and then I've gone for a scrap play after Orcus.
Oh, okay.
And like
Yeah.
I could have just kept it normal. I could have just gone for a normal Orcus play,
The
and then
scraps are
I'm just
fun.
looping and doing heaps of crazy
Yeah.
scrap shit, and then I just like look and go, okay, I can't use harp horror this. Not harp horror. I would have been symbol skeleton. I'm like, I can't use symbol skeleton this turn because, and then I'm like, oh wait, I used symbol skeleton at the beginning, and then I scooped. I'm pretty sure that's on
Well,
this fucking
you
stream
scooped.
too. Yeah, I scooped, but I cheated.
I used to cheat all the time, just for fun. as a joke, and I would always... Like, it would be when there's... You top deck fucking nothing.
Oh, yeah,
and
this-
you'd be
yeah.
like... Set it in the fucking...
Set blue eyes in the spell trap.
Yeah, and people, they'd go to attack or like pop it, and I'd be like, game through.
That
And
just sounds like playing Infernoid.
Actually, there's an old
No,
mate of
not
mine
Inferno. What's
in
it called?
Friendlies.
Infinity.
There's an old mate of mine in friendlies against Logan. Like, yeah, he used to just like draw, like Logan. Like he'd just be like, draw. And he's like playing Exodia as well.
What, he just
Keep
drew for
drawing.
fun?
Yeah. Logan's like just fucking around like being Logan, and he'd just be like,
Who hasn't done that? though?
Yeah, he'd be
And when he
like,
looks
shut up,
away.
Logan, fucking hurry up with your turn.
Look
away while I draw the rest of my deck.
But I never saw him do it in actual competition.
Oh, actually, speaking of cheating, like that, the one that I caught them for was great. The other one that I didn't was like 6 months after, and I still hate the guy. So this was at peak of Spiral. He's gone to do Spiral things. I've dropped Max C. On the first draw, he drops Droll. Cool, whatever. He continues to add cards to his hand.
Yeah.
Oof.
So not only did I get 0 value off Max E,
You could just
he
wait
got
and then be like,
maximum
Judge.
value off the Droll unlock that he did not abide by.
Wait, so is Droll for both players?
Droll for both.
Oh, okay.
If you see,
Both of.
if he goes to draw, and you see him draw, you can just pull him up. If you pull him up in that moment,
You'd wait for him to shuffle
That's a
his
warning,
hand,
right?
and then you'd be like,
Yeah, but part of that is the fact that I didn't know that Droll had that
Yeah.
condition.
oh yeah.
for
But
both
like
players.
if you just waited for him and acted like he didn't, he draws the card. Then you go, why'd you draw?
no.
You wait for him to shuffle his hand so
You
it's
wait
not
for him to
accepted.
shuffle his hand so you
Yeah,
can't confirm
true.
the card, and then you go, oh, fuck, bro. This part might need to be cut.
No, that's
No, this is like
That's
standard
family
gameplay.
friendly.
This is deception. The way we're talking about it.
Well, no, well they're cheating.
Yeah.
So if
And holding off on knowing something is also cheating.
I guess.
Ah, that's true.
Like waiting for them to shuffle their
I think
hand
we
is
need
cheating.
well, hold on, no. But if they go to draw a card,
What the fuck?
yeah.
Bruh.
If they go to draw a card, they just see what time it is. Everyone, it is quite late. 3 in the morning.
1 a.m. I mean, 3 a.m.
What?
Jake's lost for words because of how late it is. It's 3 a.m. When we started.
No, but if like you can't but that means
Yeah. You can't admit to
You watch QI, shut up.
like
Simp.
putting
Yeah,
off
which means
knowing
I'm not
something.
simp.
but if they draw the card, alright, so if they draw the card, that's when you pull them up.
Yeah. If you know.
Yeah.
But if you don't know,
Well, you can't
realise
stop. You can't,
after they shuffle
you can't
their
stop them
hand.
drawing the card. You should have to clarify someone's own card for them. If they then go and try and cheat,
That's like saying effect on summon for Scythe.
Oh,
good.
Or that anything
Can't
on
touch us.
summon.
I once was at like a Guff 500, and someone like was like couldn't get over like a CDR or whatever, and they like chucked a like Gamma CL on their side, and then they were like card of demise, and the guy just let it fucking happen. And they drew, and then they set, and we got to 2 turns later, and the guy was like,
Oh yeah, fucking when I got gammered, and
the
they
guy
had
was
something.
like-
They had something on the field as well, and I only thought about it later. I walked away, going, yeah, GG, man. Walked away and went, motherfucker had a card on the field. Anyway, that's our cheating stories.
Yeah.
Send us your cheating stories in the comments.
yeah, and YouTube.
It really is like on YouTube. Send us an
email
email.
us.
Damn, Paul sent us a Facebook one, but
Oh, yeah,
Facebook's not on my iPad, so we'll get to that
Next time, Paul.
Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone, for listening.
Don't
Soup.
die.
Our locals are getting a bit too big for its britches.
Please tell me you're recording.